Hello guys, it's Jordan. Yes, I'm back. I'll be missing for quite a while because I have a change of career and I rested for quite a bit now. And also, Chi-Fi market, we don't have a lot of interesting releases recently. Has been missing in action for a little bit. So now today I'm back. We'll be talking about the Dunu Falcon Ultra. Yeah, a lot of people have already reviewed this unit, but I felt that I also would like to know, let you guys know what is my thoughts on this IM, because it's so good. Okay, it's good. It's even comparable to my favorite Tungsten Oxygen in some way. So let's talk about it. First of all, Dunu, this time around, the unboxing experience is one of the best unboxing experience I had this year. Yeah, because it has a lot of little small accessories and a lot of tips, a lot of different varieties of tips. So for example, they've given you the candy tips, and also the SS tips where the shape is a little bit special. So, and also some other normal tips. So they are total in, we have 4 types of tips in there. And also we have some the nozzle. We have a gold color nozzle and a blue color nozzle, as well as we have a 3.5 to 6/4 inch connector as well. And it's quite useful for people that are using amps, okay, or using some DAC amps or desk amp. Then it's super useful. And also I just can't remember, there are a lot of things, okay. And also the cable that they are provided are also interchangeable with different terminations. So it's like, wow, so many stuff. Okay, so they have a lot of small little packet inside, and I'm just amazed that I just can't open up all of them to see what else are being included. And also they've given us this case. It's flatter than the usual case that we have, and although I don't really like it a lot, but well, it's a good case. Okay, it's a good case. At least they provided us. So in terms of accessory, this is, I would say, top notch. Okay, as even sets like the Monarch Mark III, for example, or all other sets which are way more expensive, don't provide as many accessories, and I really appreciate it. So that's all for the accessories that they have given, and we'll be talking about the nozzle later. All right. So let's talk about the build quality. The build quality on this IM is, wow, nice, man. It's really nice. I think even videos or even photo can't do it justice. Okay, this IM in real person actually is nicer than it looks online. Okay, although online maybe you can really see that it has very nice patterns, okay, right, that have that little logo of Dunu that looks like some Greek writings. Okay, so have a lot of those already, but in real actually it's much more nicer than that. Okay, it's much more premium than that. And also the fit is nice. Okay, the fit is really nice. I'm using the candy tips, so a lot of you would like to change it to the SS tip, but I don't find the SS tip fit my ear very well, so that's why I'm using the candy tips. It's also a fantastic tips that they provided. So, and also the cable, I don't really like the cable as much because the cable is a little bit stiff. Although the good thing is that at least the MMCX connector is very tight. Okay, I can't even tell that whether is it a 2-pin or MMCX. So it's a plus point. Okay, it's a plus point. For those of you who are concerned about the MMCX and 2-pin, actually there's no need to worry about it because it's very tight. Yeah, it's very tight. It barely even rotates. So I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine with this MMCX. And also it's good thing that they have provided the interchangeable termination. So if you like to change it to 3.5, or if you are using a DAP yourself, dongle yourself, then yeah, 4.4. Good. But just the texture of the cable is a little bit stiff, I would say. Yeah, stiff. So let's talk about the sound. So I will talk about the sound in the stock mode first. Okay, stock mode as in it has interchangeable nozzle. Okay, it comes in blue by default, and also they provided another one in gold. So their diameter, okay, and the openings and also are different, and also they have foams in one of it. So they came in blue. So blue, I would say that yeah, the overall signature of this IM is V-shape. I would say a good kind of V-shape, and blue just make it a little bit too normal. Okay, too normal. It doesn't live up to hype that people have, all the praises that people are giving it. Okay, despite all the accessories and build. But in terms of sound, I really don't like the blue as much. Okay, looking at the graph, it's just a very so-called normal looking, normal measured, or normal sounding IM to me, and it's also a little bit borderline sharp. Yeah, okay, it has a lot of bass to actually compensate the sharpness, so I'm okay, but still I don't really like the blue as much. What actually surprises me a lot is the gold nozzle. Yes, gold nozzle is nice. So let's talk about gold. Okay, from now on, I'll be purely talking about the gold nozzle because that's the nozzle that I'll be using for quite a while now. So first of all, the bass, the star of the show of the IM. The bass on the Falcon Ultra is finally good. Okay, we have other older Falcon. Last time we have the Pro, where the bass is everywhere. Okay, it's a bit, I would say, bloated, not refined. This time around, yes, good job. Okay, good job. Dunu, they swap up the dynamic drivers. So this time around is better, way better. Okay, is have that sub bass rumble, and the quantity is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. And quality, although not like super refined, detailed kind of bass like what Mayyyybeeeee will have given you, but this give you that very DD bass. You will get the best impact. Okay, very good impact and very good punches through this IM, and it's also quite thick sounding. Okay, the bass given it a little bit of that mid, which is, well, it's good. It's good. The bass on here, I think even Spacehead would have appreciated this IM. It's very nice in terms of bass. I myself is not a bass head, but I still think that the bass on here is pretty well done. And next, let's talk about the mids. The mids, I would say, if I really wanted to nitpick something on this IM, that would be the mids. Okay, so the mids over here is, I would say, a little bit, although it doesn't look like it's recessed or it doesn't look like it's scooped out, but I just hope that it has a little bit more. It just felt to me I need that lushness of that mids. Okay, just felt that the presence of the mids are a little bit not enough for me. Yeah, just slightly not enough, not as emotional or so-called musical to me, if that even makes sense. And yeah, that's the Achilles heels. If I were to nitpick about this IM, but I don't think it will bother a lot of you unless you are sitting down and do a lot of A/Bing, or you are really paying 120% of your concentration while listening to this IM. Then yes, it might bother you a little bit. Okay, and or if you are a mid head like me, you are very particular on the mids, then yeah, maybe. So let's go to the upper mids. The difference between the gold nozzle and the blue nozzle is on the upper mids. So the gold nozzle has slightly lesser presence there, slightly lesser pinner gain, but it was put a little bit forward. So like I said, the blue is borderline a little bit sharp, but this is not sharp. Gold is just nice, and everything is just brought a little bit forward. So your vocal is a little bit forward, and your instruments as well is also a little bit forward. Might be a good thing or a bad thing to you guys. It depends on what you really like, what is your preference. I personally prefer vocal to be forward, while my instruments there behind, okay, but this IEM, the way that it portrays is that the instruments are brought to the front stage as well, together with your vocal. So it might be fun sounding because it's a V-shaped IEM. You have your bass, you have your vocal, you have your instruments, all everything together. So it might be fun, but might not be for everyone. Okay, but I myself, I like it quite a lot. Okay, why not? Okay, sounded fun sometime. So yeah, for V-shaped IEM, I okay with this sound signature. Okay, as long at least it's better than the blue nozzle. And one of the best part about this single DD IEM is that it also sounded to me quite natural. Okay, quite natural sounding. You don't have the timbre wise, everything just felt to me correct and nice. Yeah, single DD, the best traits of single DD. It would usually sounded more natural, sounded more correct than others. Okay, you wouldn't have that BA timbre issue. Yeah, and also this IEM sounded a little bit airy. Yeah, see, even though you have these many bass, but it still retain that a little bit of airiness in the vocal, where it is very much welcome. It's nice. Okay, the airiness, haven't come across a lot of airy IEM nowadays. Just find that it's something that a missing puzzle from a lot of IEM, but this do the airiness quite well. Okay, so it also reminded me of a set like the MIM Dark Magician, the second revision. The one that I had was the second revision. Also have the airiness, okay, that is very, I would say, nice to listen to, especially when you are listening to vocal. And detail retrieval, not bad. Okay, it's really not bad. So to me, I think that because single DD, there are limitations to them. Okay, if they wanted to tune it to be very analytical, okay, they want more detail retrieval, most of the time it will be sounded a bit harsh or thin, okay, something like that. But this is not, okay, this is not. Even though with that bass, the amount of bass that it has, it's still able to have that quite good kind of detail retrieval. Not the super revealing kind of IEM, but at least it's there. It's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. At least in this aspect, I think that is better than the Oxygen. And staging, staging also is quite wide on this IEM as well. It's really nothing that I would nitpick in these technicalities kind of realm. So I give it to it. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's good. So in overall, let's do a comparison to the Tanstream Oxygen. Is it an IEM that can finally topple the rank of the Tanstream Oxygen? I would say not entirely. Yeah, the build is definitely better than the Tanstream Oxygen. The feed especially is way better than the short nozzle of the Tanstream Oxygen. And also the bass, quantity and quality of bass is, you have it here. Tanstream Oxygen, it's not a very basic IEM to start with unless you go with the HANA. So the bass for you guys, yeah, it is here. But for mids, okay, mid heads like me, I would prefer the Oxygen better. Yeah, the way that Oxygen present itself, okay, is so nice, especially when you are listening to like J-pop, female vocal. Oxygen is the one to go for. It's really nice. But come back to like detail retrieval, the airiness of it, I will still give it to the Dunu Falcon Ultra. So it depends. I think there is trade blows with each other. So depends on what you really looking for. I think that is depends on you. Okay, it's quite a big difference. Okay, one is bassy, one is not really. One is better in vocal. Another one that has some a little bit issue in the mids that I find it not very engaging. Yeah, my emotion, I mean, it doesn't sound very emotional to me. Yeah, so that's why. So depends on you guys. Okay, see which one that you like more. So if you would like to like keep an IEM for like long term keeping, I think the Falcon Ultra is still a good thing to buy. Okay, so 250, well, not a lot of contenders over here. I would get single DD, I would get the Falcon Ultra, and for hybrid, the same, I'll get the T2. So that's all for the review today, and hope to see you guys soon if I have more things to cover. So see you guys soon next time. Bye bye.